Hello everyone, this is part 2 of the Q&A. I had to break up in 2 parts because there were so many questions, which is good. I like questions, and clearly you do too, so let's get started where I left off. So, Halloween, what's it like doing co-op Let's Play with Kleiker? Exceptionally German. Good fun, generally, as long as the recording goes alright. Fear 3 was a bit painful because the amount of times it broke was kind of annoying, but it was okay. Let's see. Ever heard of Shadow Madness? No, afraid not. Can you do a tour of your room or collection of games? I have. It should be uploaded today. So, yay! Top 10 bands. Oh, again, I'll need more. Let's put it this way. Gamma Ray, Helloween, Childebodum, Synergy, Cathedral, blah 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 blah. Lots of bands I do like. I like way too many bands to do just 10 though. That's the problem. Yeah. What video are you most embarrassed of having on your channel? I'm not embarrassed of any of them, to be honest. I think I'm thoroughly proud of every single video I've done, I think. More or less. Who's your favourite character in Nier? Kaine, to be honest. I like Kaine and her violence and her pain. Yeah, thank you for the happy 1,000 subs, thank you very much. Well, keep it going, yes, thank you. What's the craziest thing you've ever thought while having while LPing a game? Craziest thought I've ever had? Sometimes like weird stuff crops up and I'm trying to concentrate on like a puzzle or something and I just realise how hungry I am, or I need to cook dinner, or I need to go shopping, and it's like, no, concentrate. Where's Bob been hiding? Under the sofa, normally. If Bob and Helloween number 2 and 3 got into fight, who'd win? Bob, clearly. Bob is pretty hardcore. Why is all the rum gone? Why is there lag? What? I don't know. Good question. I'm obviously not the man to answer it, I'm afraid. Okay, you guys. Me and Kiko would like to do some more stuff together. It's just a matter of getting it done, or if we can get it done, that kind of thing. I believe we want to do Altered Beast at some point, which should be pretty good. If Phil from Penumbra got into a fight with Beardman from Crysis, who do you think would win? Definitely Beardman, because Beardman just has to be near, like, heat, and he wins. Like, Beardman's, like, basically god of the snow and win. He's kind of like a Viking, but opposite. Deep. What's your favourite horror movie? The Thing, definitely, I think. Since you're so popular, how does it work out being a YouTube partner? What do you mean? Sorry, you're so popular, many views. How does it work out being? It seems fine. YouTube partner stuff is really handy. It doesn't really impact anything I do, so get fine, I guess. I work there. I work at hospital as tech guy. Yes, so yeah. Why Nier is one of the best games ever made? I think personally, just the way the story and characters are done. That's my opinion. I can't say more without spoiling it, but there we go. How do you know Kiko? We met years ago now. Just got talking one day, pretty much. He just sent me a message, we got chatting, and that was pretty much that. What is your opinion on bronies? I have pretty much zero opinion. I know what brony is, and yeah, if they like a cartoon show and like the horses, that's cool. I've no ill will towards anyone like that, so fair play. Why is my hair on fire? Because you've got Blaze in your name. Dude, check out your fire. Yeah. If Skeletor was a woman, how receptive would you be to her advances? Not very, since she is kind of dead. Would be a little bit weird. Well, not necessarily dead as such, but more skulled. You know, call me shallow, but skulled chicks just don't do it for me. Your children could potentially watch your videos and see the madman their father. I'd be surprised if my videos were on the internet that long. You know, I mean, that'd be quite a long time, I imagine. And would I even be around at that point on the internet? Probably not. So, I don't think they'd ever see them. You never know, though. Do you know Don Kane in real life? No, I don't. We just know each other over YouTube, really. Can't find anything to ask or recommend to you, though, for entrance. Not really a question, but thank you for the congratulations. What's your opinion on the new Evil Dead? I've never seen the Evil Dead remake, so no opinion as of yet. Maybe when I see it. Can you LP Mega Man? No! You wouldn't want to see me play Mega Man, it'd be terrible and dull. Let's see. Why so much He-Man? Because He-Man is cool, dude. He-Man is quality. I grew up with He-Man. And He-Man's all like, I have the power! That's good. It's good he has the power. I've recently discovered another LP with the name of Sparrow Mella. Yes, I know this lady. Do you have any plans, or have you ever considered doing a co-op joint Let's Play with her? I haven't as of yet, but I don't know, maybe she asked me nicely. When you do an LP, you always play through it once, and you gather facts about it. No. The non-blind LPs, I tend to know the games quite well. Vampire, Alice 2, I knew fairly well before I did them. The blind ones are literally blind. Pretty much I'd say 90% of the LPs are blind, completely. I genuinely have no idea what's coming up. As far as I know, I start the recording and I go. That's about as much experience as I know what's coming up. I know what's coming up occasionally at the start when I've had to do a test recording, say. But that's pretty much it. I really don't know. Maybe sometimes I've been spoiled, but that's a rarity, really. Can you live with me? You wouldn't want to, it's tiny here. And it's cold and wet and there's a storm outside currently and probably the internet won't even last at night, so you might not even see this video today. You wouldn't want that. That'd be terrible. Ever heard of Sweet Home for the NES? No, afraid not. What is your favourite type of hat? I don't really wear hats, but beanies are quite cool. I like beanies, they keep my long hair in quite tidy. If, when you play an Elder Scrolls game, what race do you normally play as? For Skyrim, it's been... To be honest, there is no normal. All my different characters are different races, I think. I've been one of each, I think. So I've got no real preference. I just pick the thing that looks cool or I want to like try and go through the game as. Do I have a Tumblr? No. What's the stupidest thing you've ever done? Oh god, trust me, where would I start? I've done lots of stupid stuff. Mostly while drunk, probably. In my youth. Youther, I should say. Would you like more fan art? I would love more fan art. If you guys want to do fan art of me and send it my way, please do. I absolutely love it. It really makes my day seeing stuff like that. It's absolutely quality. I believe the guy asking the question here, I've used your art before, haven't I? In quite a few videos. So yes, if you fancy doing more art, please do. I'd love to see it, trust me. Fan art is fantastic, and I am really grateful anytime I see some. Because you've made the effort to go and make little fan art of me. It's great, it's fun, I love it. Why do you always say, oh, whatever? Because it's habit, it's an English thing, I guess. Are you one of those Sonic fans that suffered through a good part of the 3D age? Or did you jump ship? No, I wasn't a massive fan of the 3D Sonics. I liked Sonic Adventure 2 up to a point, but it wasn't amazing. I prefer Sonic 1, 2, and 3. Let's just put it that way. I think most Sonic fans do. Although Sonic Generations is fantastic. Can't argue with that. Near? Question mark. Near! Exclamation mark. I'd like to assume you like watching He-Man because of your Skeletor impressions. I may be wrong. Is that one of your childhood favourites? It is indeed. I love He-Man. If you check out the other video, you can see I've got a big He-Man box set of He-Man. Yay! So yeah. What's your favourite band? Gone over that in the last one really, but like I said, Children of Bodom at the moment probably, if I was going to be really like that. Favourite Castlevania game? Ooh, Order of Ecclesia, definitely. I love Order of Ecclesia and Shinoa. Great game. We know you like He-Man. What other shows, cartoons you watch as a child? Oh, Biker Mikes from Mars. Street Sharks. Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? That weird Knights of the Round Table where they play football. Sonic Sat AM. Mario, Earthworm Jim. Loads of cartoons. Like lots of stuff. The Mario cartoon was kind of cool. I'm leaving out a big one, I think. Dragon Ball as well. I grew up with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. So yeah. Dragon Ball Z if it was going to be here, but that wouldn't make any sense. No one would ever look at you funny, like, Dragon Ball Z? What is this? Do a lottery where the girl guy gets joined in the commentary and live stream would be kind of cool. Maybe if I get the live stream stuff working properly, yeah. I need to make sure it works first, otherwise there's no point, because it wouldn't be any good lottery if you didn't actually get the prize, would it? Will you be Let's Playing Dead Space 3? Yes, more than likely. If so, would it be a fan? I don't know. I don't know if I can do that co-op or solo yet. Haven't decided. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? Probably a horse-sized duck, because, I mean, it's still a duck, it's not going to be that dangerous, really. Maybe I could ride it and domesticate it, and I'd be the envy of the town as I rode into work on a duck. That would be kind of cool. Favourite musical? Don't really have one. I haven't really seen any musicals I can think of that I really enjoyed. Sweeney Todd the movie was okay, but I'm not really a massive fan. Your opinion on the Slenderman mythos? Couldn't care less, quite frankly. I don't think it's particularly scary or particularly interesting. So yeah, sorry. I know that probably disappoints a few people, but not my kind of thing. Very clever, so the guys who did it, I was impressed by the sort of the footage, but just not really interested. If you were to meet in real life, how do you present yourself? In what way? I mean, I look like a normal chap, I guess, with long hair, jeans, t-shirt. When I'm at work, hair's tied back, and I'm wearing a shirt and trousers. Yeah, kind of like normal guy. I talk like this in real life. So yeah, I kind of talk the same way on the videos normally, as I do in life, kind of. Unless I have to be really serious, like I'm at work, and I have to be work face and be all proper, you know. There's a lot of questions. This one, do you like pets? Yes. Are you a cat or dog person? Cat and dog, to be honest, I like both of them. Which Harry Potter book do you like the best? Last one, probably, because it tied everything up. Even though it wasn't, I didn't think it was absolutely fantastic, I like to see an end to a series, so, yeah. Will there be another road trip like we did in Alan Wake? Possibly, you never know. It depends how much a game annoys me, we have to get out of it really fast. Your thoughts on Facecam? I got over this. Dull. Not interested. What's your favourite British YouTuber besides yourself? I'm going to be biased to say Kiko. Best college experience? Ooh. Not sure I can say some of my best college experiences. Let's go with a very PC, like, decent one then. Meeting out with friends in Bath to go drinking and have a bit of fun, enjoying time spent with my friends, really, so. No, I don't remember this LP. I have no idea what you're talking about. No. Sorry, Jeeves. Nope. When will you play Nier? When I get everything working, probably. Will I 100% Nier? Again, quite possibly. Depends if you want to see that or not. 100% in Nier is a bit tedious, to be honest. I will probably show all the I will definitely show all the endings, though. That's a bit different. Oh, will you make a video that includes only you scream like a little girl? No. You're ever afraid that when Let's Playing a game? Not particularly. Sometimes. Depends on the game. Will you release your gay sex tape with you and Clyker that has ballroom dance music in it? You haven't seen it already? Get on my level, dude. What's your favourite game of each genre? Way too long. That'd have to be something separate, trust me. Is your real name John? Yes, and I'm a Spartan. Will you ever play Batman Arkham Asylum? I have played it. I have played that in the sequel. So, yes. Will I ever finish Bioshock? No! What is your name? What? Guys, my name's fairly common knowledge. I'm not going to say. You look it up. Put some effort into it. Do Stalker? Maybe. Mario Bros? Maybe. But no. Wait, play Super Mario Bros. I have played Super Mario Bros. Silly. Let's play Warhammer. Nope. If you woke up and you were worth £17.5 trillion, how would you spend it? Excessive amount of cream soda. And lots of minstrels. The first video made me fan was the Let's Play Splathouse series. I never thought I'd spend so much time watching someone else play games, but that got me hooked in minutes. You never did beat... I kind of, technically... You're right, I didn't beat it, did I? I kind of gave up. Will I revisit any of the Splathouse games? Yes, I will. I do plan to do 1 and 3 at some point. I'd love to do them. Just getting around to it, basically. But yes, I will do them, and I will go back and finish 2 at some point. Maybe I'll do that as a live stream one day. Like, see me fail at Splathouse 2 and try and finish it. Who knows? Will you make a Let's Play of Bioshock Infinite? If it ever comes out. Maybe? Don't know. Not really a horror game, I imagine. I will be playing it, though. It does look good. How nervous were you when you did your first video about the quality commentary? Relatively, but I decided to have the nerves after I did it. I tried to just get on with it. Almost emulating the sort of semi-style I've heard before while trying to make my own thing. I guess it came out right. Like I said, I made a review of my LP of Alice. I'm not massively proud of it, I guess. I think it was a good first attempt. I think I could probably do better now, but I wouldn't want to redo it. You know, it's... I think for a first attempt it was good, but there's lots of things I could have improved, you know? So, bleh. Let's see. Why do you start LPing? I answered this in the last thing. It was a very lovely man called Ginger Majingo with an amazing accent who actually commented on the last video when I said he sounded kind of like Dominic Diamond, and I still think he does, even if he doesn't. I'm convinced he does. He sounds kind of like Dominic Diamond. He did an absolutely fantastic Hitman Blood Money LP, and that really got me into things. And that was on the Penny Arcades, which has sadly been eaten to the sort of the annals of time, which is a shame because it is one of the best LPs I've ever watched, and like I said, it got me into LPing. If you are listening, Mr. Majingo, thank you once again. You were an inspiration, sir, and you do still totally sound like Dominic Diamond. I'm sorry, that's a not an insult. That's really I love Dominic Diamond. He's cool. Please don't take that the wrong way. Why did you start LP? Oh, done that one. Have you screamed like a little girl? How do I just answer this one? No, not really. I've gone to a few times, like surprise, but I don't really scream. Kind of don't really do that. It's not my thing. Which Pokemon do you like the most? I always like Tyranitar, especially as a kid. Like Tyranitar was cool, and it took like level 55 to get him to finally evolve and stuff. Yeah, Tyranitar. If you could be part of any game universe, which universe would it be? Ooh. Good question. There's lots of cool game universes. It'd probably be better if I said the ones I didn't want to be in. That would probably be easier. The World of Warcraft one's actually quite neat. There's lots of cool lore going. Well, there was lots of cool lore going around, and lots of different races and interesting things to do. So maybe that if you're stuck there forever. I'd like to do like a question on the ones I wouldn't want to be in because I think that'd be funnier. But there we go. What is your home address, and do you mind if I sleep beneath your bed? Yes, I do, because unfortunately I already have manner of monsters and nasty spiders under there. You wouldn't want to. You won't do that. Well, the most amusing difference between the ways Americans and English speak, it's just more accents and different ways of saying words, like niche and niche. Seriously, Americans niche? What's up with that? Garage, garage, we say garage, they say garage. You know, it's I suppose amusing just the little ways that we speak differently. The accents mostly I think is the best. Like, having the unique accent is always interesting. And I do like my English accent, I have to be honest. I went over there and all the Americans were like, English person. It's quite cool. Or actually, a fair whack of them went, wow, Australian. I've never seen an Australian before. And yeah, I'm not really Australian, but still, there we go. If you had to name one game that everyone ought to play before they die, what would it be? God, Nier needs more recognition. Go for Nier. Everyone play Nier. Yes. What is a man? A miserable part of secrets. Yeah. I have 2 questions, okay? Question 1. So what part of England you are? Southwest. From what I recall, you mentioned having a more rural setting. What region? I'm saying southwest. Let's stick with that. Very rurally southwest. If I look out the window now from the nice storm, I'm sure we can see some cows floating down the road. I'm so coming down to watch you do live stream. Excellent. Please come join. It'd be good fun. A horror game called Witch's House. Ooh, okay. If I ever remember, I'll actually look at some of these like games people recommend me sometime. Question: what is the greatest moment you can think of on the fly in your entire day, week, month, year, life? Pig Friday. Pig Friday. Pig Friday is the best day. I go to work. We order breakfast. A man from the breakfast man, he comes up. He's like, I have breakfast for you, sir. I'm like, oh god, breakfast. And inside is bacon and sausages and egg and hash browns and it just, and sometimes fried bread, just glorious. Friday. And I can't do days, weeks, months, years because it just can't be Friday. Pig Friday. Let's see. How long does it take to grow your hair out? Years, I have to be honest. Any tips on how and what to do with it? Depends what you're after. I mean, I liked going to a lot of metal gigs back in the day, which is why I originally grew my hair out, because of the metal scene and stuff, and, wear it down if you want to go out and have a bit of fun, but be prepared to be started on randomly, because people don't like you having long hair. It's really weird. So, go figure. Yeah, just make sure you wash it a lot, though. Like, look after your hair. It needs you. It's like a symbiote. You just have to stroke it and it purrs. Yes, delicious hair, yes. I came here to hear Skeletor laughed, and you were disappointed. I'm very sorry. Could you post a video of Skeletor laughing? I'll have to see if I can find one. I'll record it off my DVD, I guess. In some videos you talk in a strange accent, British of course, but... Oh, you mean kind of like Southwest, like, ooh, are in it, mate? Sort of, yeah, that's just me, like, sort of sinking into the more local accent, I suppose. Not really my accent, mine's a bit of a mix match, because it is, just go figure. What does ooh mean? It's just, ooh is basically like a countryside sort of thing. It's like, it's hard to explain. Just think of it as slang, essentially. It doesn't mean anything, essentially. What is your favourite colour? I've answered it. What is your favourite word? Also answer that. Boudoir, obviously. Have you gotten over cry of fear or traumatic flashbacks? I still cry myself to sleep. And I wake up in like constant sweat over really badly done events and horrible train sections and nasty saving. God, awful. Do you ever restrict yourself to horror games? Not really. I find horror games fun. Horror games give the best reactions when you're playing them blind, and they can still surprise you in many different ways. And sometimes I find regular games a bit boring to watch. A regular game doesn't always do it for me. Whereas a horror game always seems to keep people on edge, which is kind of fun. Have you heard of this YouTuber Sideways Thinker? Yes, I have. He was on my Skype, but he seems to have blocked me. I guess because we didn't talk that much. But yes, I have heard of the Sideways Thinker YouTube man. If you were a mythical creature, what would you be and why? Something with wings, like a mythical creature. Maybe I could be Zeus. You know, Zeus, like father of gods, like zapping people. Psh, that'd be kind of cool. Do you like jazz? Yes, I do actually. Jazz music is quality. My gramps, before he died, he always had jazz music on. And he was I got a bit of a taste for it from that. You're one of the first LPs I watched. Why have you neglected? I don't know. Why have you neglected me? Congrats on 40k. Thank you very much. Is there any questions here? No questions. Well, if you ever think of something, do ask. Is there any specific features you wish more horror games implemented? Yes, save points that are actually reasonable. For the love of God, horror games, they love doing the whole save point thing. This day and age, save points used to be because it'd be easier for developers to design around a specific point to write to the cartridge and stuff. You don't need to do that now. There's no barrier, technically, to stop you saving wherever you want. It's not a big deal. Please, please don't do save points anymore. It doesn't make things scarier thinking, oh god, if I die I have to go back to the save point. What it does, it makes you go, oh for God's sake, if I die I have to go back to the save point. It's annoying. There's no need for it, okay? Okay, rant over, feel better now, it's good. What time are we at anyway? 20 minutes, that's not so bad. What games do you play when you're not playing horror games? I play loads of stuff. Currently, World of Warcraft is taking up a bit of my time, as is League of Legends. On the PS3, Valkyrie Chronicles I'm playing again. On the Xbox I'm playing through Halo 4. On the Wii, playing through The Last Story. Super Nintendo, I'm doing Super Metroid runs, things like that. So, lots and lots of different things. I have, as you can see from my other video, if you can see clearly enough, I have a wide genre of games. I love playing all sorts of games. So, yes. Would you rather sleep with Kokoski and Kleika? Why not both, you know? Why not both? Let's be adventurous. Have you ever done an LP nude? No. I don't sit in my chair naked most of the time. Like, why would I suddenly like, you know, this LP would be better tackle out. Hey, obviously that really goes really well, you know? Ooh. Do you believe in ghosts? Nope. What is your favourite insect? Dragonflies are pretty cool. They're big, kind of obnoxious, they kind of fly in your grill all the time. But dragonflies are cool. If the world went through an apocalypse, what would you do as one of the first survivors of Earth? Be like Reese in Malcolm in the Middle and gather all the resources together and sell them to people at a high price. What would be the game you'd want to play one last time and why? One last time? I've had to play one game. That would be tricky. Something cheerful and fun. Something simple enough just to enjoy and put a smile on your face. Something like Sonic or Mario or something, you know, simple. That'd be something nice, you know. What's the scariest moment in any game you've played? One of the labs from Stalker. Good God. What's the most bullshit moment in any game? Trying to beat Street Fighter versus SNK 2 on the hardest setting without dying on the boss rush mode to unlock something or other that I can't even remember. Like custom mode of some sort. God, was that tricky. Jesus. All the bosses in that would counter everything you do. And the final two was either God Rugal or Shin Akuma. And would just ruin your day in a very, very unpleasant way on 8-star mode. And, oh, that was tough. And that was bullshit. There we go. Let's see. What are some good PC RPGs games? The Witcher, The Witcher, The Witcher, and The Witcher. Please, play The Witcher. It's a great PC RPG. And so is Vampire the Masquerade. To be honest, those probably last you a long time. Good get started. I can never figure out any intelligent questions. Oh, I'm sorry. But we love one of these live LPing sessions. That's cool. Don't worry, we'll get on that. It's cool. Will you do an LP of Dead Space 3? Yes. Alan Wake 2? Probably not. Alan Wake annoyed me greatly. What's the craziest thing that's happened to you at the hospital you work at? I can't really say, guys. I can't really say things about what happens at work. It's patient, you know, patients and stuff. It's not really fair. I have seen some weird stuff though. We'll leave it at that. Have you ever started thinking you're in a horror game that works since Sony games use hospital settings? No, because hospitals aren't near as creepy as when you work in them. They do smell bad. They're kind of weird at times, and you do get lost because hospitals are huge. But otherwise, no, not really. If you can make a game mod or a game, what would it be like? It'd be a horror game tailored to what I think is scary. I think, and I don't know. I'd like to think I could do something decent out of that. Let's see. Do you plan on doing Silent Hill 1 and 2? Possibly. Silent Hill 1 and 2 are great games. I don't know if I would do them or not. I love them. Have played them before. While it has been a while, they wouldn't be blind. So I don't know. Maybe. What about Downpour? Probably not. I have not heard good things about Downpour. Maybe to take the piss out of it. Let's see. Aside from Fraps, what software and headset do you use? Mainly Fraps, to be quite frank. Fraps does the majority of my stuff. Hypercam, other stuff. And you should see my headset in the other video. Facecam or vlogs? Nope. We know you play popular fear-based games. Would you be willing to suffer unpopular ones like Cold Fear or Extermination? Again, maybe, if I think they're going to be fun or interesting. That's what I base a game on an LP. Is it going to be interesting? I've got that right 9 times out of 10. So maybe if Call Fear, if it's interesting, you know. Why are you doing LPs? I covered that. Go bother Ginger Majingo on PA. He knows. He knows. Make him re-upload Hitman if he's still got it. Damn it. Do you have any favourite LPs on YouTube? Yeah, I like watching Kiko stuff. I like. I just mentioned earlier Sparrow Miller. I do tend to watch her videos. I used to watch Scottish Duck when he was doing Skies of Arcadia. I haven't watched his stuff recently, but that's what I used to watch. And Clyker's stuff, because, you know, Clyker's stuff is funny and he's crazy German, man. Let's see, Q&A. What kind of cars? You'd be very bored, sir. It's a Honda. It's a Honda Civic. It's very dull. I don't drive it that often. I get the bus to work because it's cheaper. But yeah, Honda Civic. So, very boring, I'm afraid. not very exciting, that car. You recently bought Nier. It's the best £8 you've ever spent. Excellent, I'm very glad. Why do you think some reviews gave it such a low score when it's clearly a great game? Because, guys, reviews are very subjective. I mean, what I like as a game is obviously not going to be the same as someone else, and a review will reflect that. I gave Nier a fantastic review because I think it's a fantastic game. Game trailers, using an example, didn't think Nier was brilliant, and they reflect that in their own opinion, you know? They said they thought it copied from other RPGs, and the story wasn't amazing, and the graphics were poor. Whereas I think it added unique sections, the graphics were perfectly fine, and the story was fantastic. You know, it's all on opinion, really. What I like, obviously someone else isn't going to like. I don't think the critics gave Nier enough time. There was one absolutely appalling review I saw, I can't remember where it was from, where the guy was whinging about not being able to do the fishing in Nier, and that it was completely broken and he couldn't progress in the game, which not only was a lie, since the game actually takes pity on you and auto-catches the fish you need if you fail it, proves he just didn't put any effort into it, and didn't listen to what the text was saying on screen. So some reviews just come off poorly, and it shows when they're doing it, doesn't it, really? So... normally we're aware and fully appreciative of your frustrations and rantings during particular games, but what was the last game in which you rage quit at? I very rarely actually rage quit. I think I rage quit about 6 months ago on League of Legends. I just had one of those games, and I just went, nope, and just like completely quit out of the game and left the match, which I shouldn't have done. I really shouldn't have done that. That was very rude of me for starters. But that was probably the only time I can think of. I can do Amnesia and Machine for Pigs. Yes. Or I can be really sarcastic and go, no, I'm going to ignore it completely because I hated Amnesia. Yeah, I'm going to do Amnesia and Machine for Pigs. Do not worry, guys. You don't need to keep asking. I will be doing Amnesia. Don't worry. It's okay. I'm very looking forward to it, in fact. Are you still looking for some plot? No, I found the plot under the sofa. It was fine. Well done for the 40,000 subs. Thank you very much. Have you ever opened the door, gotten on the floor and walked the dinosaur? Dude. I make the dinosaur. You know, you should see me. It's good. In clubs, in places, no matter where. I open the door, got on the floor and walk the dinosaur, and they all go, oh, Helloween, you absolute beast. You know. Why are you so awesome? Practice. Ha. Why are you British but have hippie hair? What? What does British having to do with hair? And it's not really hippie hair. I don't think metal hair. I mean, if you think hippie hair, fair play. But being British has nothing to do with my hair. My hair doesn't grow because my nationality says so, or doesn't say so. I don't tell my hair, hey, I'm British, and it just recedes into my head. It goes, oh god, so I'm very sorry, sir. Would you like to molest corpses in games and you work at a hospital? Coincidence? Yes, actually, because, man, you would not want to molest real corpses. They smell bad, for starters, guys. Woo! Psst. I have a question. How likely is he to go on vacation in the UK and come across crazy long-haired man screaming booze and like? Because I fear for your sanity. You probably won't ever see me, and would you really recognise me? That's the thing. Would you recognise me? But just by my voice, by my looks? I don't know. And maybe one day I'll crack and you'll see me in like a ditch going blah, blah, blah. Very possible. You should do an entire video Skeletor. I really shouldn't. It probably wouldn't be as funny as you're imagining. You've been subscribed for many a year. Oh, thank you. How far away from the cows from your house? Let's have a look. About 20 metres, 30 metres across the hedge. Cornwall or Devonshire? Neither. Unless you mean which I prefer. Cornwall's a nice place to visit, as is Devon. I have relatives in Devon. It's a nice place. Cider or beer? Cider. Cider. Come on, from the southwest, guy. Cider. Do you have long hair? No, it's a wig. Yes, I have long hair. What was your team in Marvel vs. Capcom? Morrigan, Lei Fang, and Felicia. I was a Darkstalkers team. Yeah. And yeah, I didn't really enjoy Marvel vs. Capcom that much because it's just so spammy. Just drove me mad. Then me and Kiko had a lot of fun games with it. Basically, me and Kiko tend to buy pretty much every beat 'em up under the sun and just muck around with it. We always get the Blaze Blue games, Street Fighters, and Marvel vs. Capcoms, and just have fun with it. And Soul Calibur, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah. A quick question for you, say. Excellent. What's the single most god-awful game you've ever played? Oh, I said Sonic 06 really takes the cake, I think. It's probably one of the worst things I've ever played. You came for the Dead Space LP and stayed for the crazy. Yay, thank you. You ever going to pick up Bioshock? No, afraid not. Can you please play Corpse Party? What's that on? PSP? Did I have sexual relationships with that woman? What woman? Who knows? You and Kiko should LP Dead Space 3. I don't think that's his kind of game, to be quite frank. Not sure if he'd get on with that, really. Oh, Klyka, sorry. I saw Kiko in the second sentence. Yeah, we might do, actually. I mean, I know he wanted to. So, we'll see. Is Klyka's mother really a classy woman? Oh, she is. She's a very classy lady. What are your thoughts on the new Aliens game? I've barely seen anything of it, truth be told. I'll offer some thoughts and opinions when I eventually see it and probably play it. How am I going to blast your way into the new year? At work, sadly. I will be at work. Feel sorry for me. I'll be at work Christmas Eve as well, so, yeah. You guys enjoy your Christmas, and I'll be at work, crying myself to sleep. Actually, won't be much work going on, because it's just holding the fort, so we'll pretty much be watching stuff on the tablets, and really not doing a lot, and eating food. But still, I'll still be at work, so, yeah. That's what I'm doing for New Year's. Dull. What made you decide to pursue this as a hobby? I've already covered that, you know, with Ginger Majingo and his Hitman LP, really. Do you find yourself lucky to have such a large fan base? Yes, I think my fan base is fantastic, and I love all of you. I'm very lucky. Very, very lucky indeed. So, thank you all. Have you played Journey? I have not. I do need to. If a random male in his late 20s burst through your door in a white bunny suit and said he wanted to carry your children, would you let him? I'd first ask him how he wanted to do so. I mean, most males aren't equipped with wombs or fallopian tubes. You know, we're missing a few bits. Or ovaries, really, you know, where the eggs are. Or a vagina. You know, it's going to be difficult to get this working, but we'd have to try and work this out first, you know. Do you follow any other LPs? I've already covered this. I thought, we do? Oh, cool. And his name's Psychedelic Snake? Snake. Psychedelic. Awesome. Can you please answer the question while showing your face? Nah, it wouldn't make any difference. I mean, you just see me sneering at the screen like, ugh. I'd watch the shit out of a Helloween live stream. Excellent. Then, with hopefully, I can get it working. South African or European swallow? Oh, this is the question, isn't it? Which I answered last time. Yay! Why just such gangly fingers? They're not as gangly as they look. They're not as thin as they look. It's just the aspect ratio of the phone. Trust me. Do Resurrection of Evil with Kiko. Would he do it? Would he? That's the thing. You started talking to Skulls in your later videos, and I wonder what led up to that decision. There are no decisions that lead up to anything. It is literally on the fly. I just think, Skeletor, this will make sense. No, Helloween, it makes no sense. You just made it up on the fly. Yeah. And I'll be like, oh, okay, Helloween number 3. What do you think of that? And Helloween number 3 would be all like, oh, well, Helloween number 1, I think Skeletor just pops up in LPs just because. I agree with you, Helloween number 3. I agree with you completely. There you go. That's kind of how my mind works. I hope you got a nice insight there. Would you like to do a podcast thing once you receive 20,000? So do you think you can get Kiko to join in? I don't know. Ask him and ask me again close to the time. I guess. Yeah, I'll forget otherwise. Would rather spend a week in South Park or in South Park, guy. In South Park, I would not want to spend a week in Silent Hill. Silent Hill is a crap heap and dangerous. South Park is mostly amusing. Occasionally has aliens. You know. No, I'm not a brony. Oh. What? Oh, I was about to say, what's all these Sparrow-Miller-like questions? And I realised it's you. Oh, I see. Bias, are you? Okay. Oh, you're so awesome. Have you considered doing more film reviews? I could do, if people are interested, I guess. I could offer my opinion on films. I'm no critic, so there'd be kind of very, very, very amateur films. Like, I like it because it's good, and it had lots of shiny bits in it. And that'd probably be about as deep as it goes, but could do. Regarding the live stream, yes please. Yes, I would love to. Have you ever had short hair? I have. I wasn't born with long hair. I had short hair up to the age of like 14, 15, 16, something like that, and then I grew it out. When you began, did you ever think you'd be this popular? No, actually, I didn't even think about the views at all. I just wanted to do it as a hobby, and I just uploaded it on the Penny Arcade forum. People would chat away, and it was fun. And then all of a sudden, thousands of views. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? I remember back in 2008, you personally thanked every single commenter simply by saying they watched. Yeah, I mean, I could back then. There wasn't as many comments. I could be like, oh, thanks for watching. You know, thanks. And I used to oh, I can't remember. I used to send a message to every person who subscribed saying thanks for subscribing. I think. Yeah, I'd have to look back and have a look. But it got to the point, I think, past like 300, where there were just so many coming in at that point. I just couldn't do it anymore. I just didn't. Every time I got home, there was just another like 30. It was like, what's going on? Anyway, I like that you're still so modest after having your own fan art, trope page, video tributes and stuff. Yeah, I don't like the whole internet celebrity thing particularly. I wouldn't want to ever be unapproachable. If I ever become unapproachable, I'd give you guys permission to slap me. I like being approachable. I like having chats with you guys. I like answering questions on Twitter. By the way, I don't answer YouTube stuff very much because I can't see it at work. Message me on Twitter. It's easier. Trust me, Twitter's the way to go. I can see it at work. Yeah, I love interacting with you guys as much as I can, obviously. So, yeah, and I'm glad you think I'm still modest. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I'm glad I'm not turning into a big-headed asshole. At least I don't think so. Do you listen to Helloween the band? I do. I do. Yes. I've got all their CDs, I think. What do I look like? You can see on my Twitter. More Twitter plugging. When were you seeing reenact He-Man's What's Up? With Kiko and Glyco's backup. I don't know. I'll have to ask them, see if we can get something going. You ever had a penis enlargement? This surprisingly, yes. Was it very painful, and did it stop the stinging? I have not had a penis enlargement, sir, so I'm afraid I can't tell you. If Greece leaves the Eurozone... Oh, we got some political questions here. Excellent. Do you think the recession of Europe will continue to worsen over the next few years? Do you think the economy will take a dip and return to normalcy much quicker? I personally think, with the evidence showing, and from what I gather, that if Greece leaves the Eurozone, it will almost certainly give almost like a black hole of of money issues. It's not going to be a good thing, let's put it that way. I don't think we'll be able to recover that quickly. I think you might be able to recover eventually. I think Germany will step in and do preventive measures, along with France and England in general. I don't think it'd be a very good thing for anybody, though. Let's put it that way. What do you think about Dead Space 3? I have barely seen anything on it, and that's where I'm going to keep it, because I don't want to be spoiled. As far as I'm aware, Dead Space 3 is like Dead Space 2 and 1, with co-op. So, that's as much as I know, really. Could you do a Twitter hash for your live comments? I guess. How about... what do you mean? You have to elaborate slightly. Do you mean for the live stream or something? And will I play LP Aliens? Possibly. We'll see what it's like. Who's your favourite not you Let's Player? Like I said, there's a few. Plyka, Kiko, Ginger Majingo when he did LPs. He also did a really good Second Sight LP, which I found was very funny as well. But I can't find that one either. Whatever. Have you ever met any other famous YouTubes, such as Nerd? No, I haven't. I've never met anyone really other LPers. So, can you please play SCP? Nah, not interested in the SCPs. I like reading them. The games as they stand, I don't think hold much merit. Not to like piss on them, but I just mean personally, not much merit. When they get into the final versions, out of beta and things, I'll give them a pop probably. Do the Q&A skeleton. A bit late now. You're right near the top, and I've gone through all these other comments. What can we do something about your internet? You do such good stuff, but the low quality seems to be held back. Yeah, I know. There's nothing I can do, guy. I am stuck in the countryside with lousy internet, and that's pretty much how it rolls. There's nothing I can do to change that, really. If I ever move, I'll get better internet, trust me. That'll be my plan. So, watch this space for better internet. As much as I love to do HD videos all the time, it's just super time consuming. And my internet, if it caves at any point during the upload, it's gone. And that's 3 hours, 4 hours of hassle just completely down the drain. It's just unfortunate, but there you go. How do you feel about the whole Slender stuff? Not interested. Which is your double speed squirrel comments do you hate the most? Yeah, the poison gas one was annoying. The Silent Hill monster quick time event that doesn't actually work was also irritating. What else was irritating? The Clive Barker's ones were also annoying. But yeah, Poison Gas Man is probably the one that really made me quite angry. Twitch. It might be on Twitch, I don't know, like I said, I'll have to keep seeing. If you could take any games you like and toss them into a massive blender, which ones would you pick in the hopes of creating the perfect game? Oh. The voice acting from Eternal Darkness, the gameplay from Bayonetta, the story from Nier. Yeah, those three would make quite an interesting blend, I think. So it sounds like a well voice acted, actiony, tragic story. It'd be kind of cool. You don't have LP in Metal Gear. Nope. No. There's a good reason for that. The video LPs in Metal Gear is dull because the just sheer amount of voice acting means you gotta wait around for it all the time. Screenshot LPs of Metal Gear are quite fun because if you can read fast like I can, you can just scroll through stuff and then read the funny comments. And the video one, you've got to just wait, and Metal Gear games are slow. Like, Colonel, this is Snake. Can you read me? Loud and clear, Snake. I've infiltrated outer heaven again. What do I do now? Well, first of all, Snake, you should push the square button. And you just got that for ages, and there's only so much you can work with. And if you don't want to talk over it, which you don't, because the entire point of the games is the story, it's just like, oh, Jesus. So, no. I've got a bit sidetracked there, but no. You're bad at asking questions. Well, give it a go. Let's see. Is there any games out there you will never LP? Well, just answer one pretty much. Metal Gear, for starters. Puzzle games, another one, because trying to talk and be witty while trying to do puzzles just isn't going to happen. It's just too difficult to do. What's your favourite cheese? Edam! Edam cheese is awesome. In the He-Man universe, would you be a hero or evil dude? Oh, I want to work with Skeletor. How cool is Skeletor? He has like this purpley like costume, and he's like, yeah, He-Man with the hood, and Evil Lyn, and Beast Man, and the weird Cyclops Man. It'd be cool. Let's see. You come across a bitch guarded by a feeble old man. You have to cross the old man, but you will not move unless you can best in single combat. He gives you your first choice of weapon. Which of the following would you take and why? The sword, the assault rifle, the chocolate bar, the banana peel, the sternly worded complaint letter. Just sheer obviousness, I'd take the assault rifle, mainly because the others wouldn't really get me very far. Although, it depends how stern the complaint letter was. Maybe it'd scare him off, and he'd have to go to HR, you know? Do you own any pets? Not anymore. I used to. I used to have rodents a lot, hamsters and things, but I've not had them for years, unfortunately. I do like having pets, but I just haven't got round to owning any more pets, sadly. Are you planning to LP any console horror games? Yes, I am, eventually. Cry of Fear and Dark Souls are both parts you basically get insecured if you don't know what you're doing. Yes, but they do it differently. Cry of Fear does it in such a way where it's sheerly down to trial and error. Dark Souls always gives you clues. There's always tells, always hints and tips and things. If you die in Dark Souls, there's a reason. It's your fault, not the game's fault. Cry of Fear is janky. Trying to get out of the train was just glitchy, and that's the game's fault, not yours. And that's the difference. Will you wish me a happy birthday? It was on the 19th. Yes, happy birthday for the 19th. Yay! Yay! You're up for live stream. Have you ever ended up in a horror game situation in real life? No, I have not, sadly. There we go. What's the most frustrating game you've played? Sonic 06. Go to hell, Sonic 06. Will you be doing any console-only games? Yes. Are you a H.P. Lovecraft fan? I am. I love the stories. I think they're great. What's your favourite unspeakable horror? The Colour from Outer Space. Just The Colour in general. I think that's a really good story and a really creepy one. Very, very spooky. Any chance of a co-op video with Clyker and Kiko with games like Sanctum, Awesome Nauts, Dota 2, or Air Mech? I'd like to record some League of Legends matches with all of us in. That'd be quite funny. Just to hear the sheer amount of abuse that comes out of our mouths. It's quite shocking, I imagine. Should be a good laugh. When you drink a bottle of cola, which side of your mouth do you choose to drink it? Straight down the middle. Yeah, like this. Ah, there we go. Like my left and hand writingness, I'm ambidextrous, so you know, both. Haha, middle. Yay. Oh, right. This is an important question. What's the meaning of life? Meaning of life is a comfy bed and some good crude soda. And well, you're going to do Resident Evil 0. No, Resident Evil 0 is terrible. God, it really is quite a bad game. It's like generic Resident Evil. Mr. Wesker, sir, we've ran out of horrible abominations. Well, bring me the frogs, the scorpion, the bat, and other nasty creatures that are in horror movies. Really? Don't question me. Terrible. Boo! Let's see. Which of the games you've LP'd you'd highly recommend to buy? Dark Souls, Vampire, Amnesia, Penumbra. That'd be my main recommendations. What drew you into the horror genre? I like being scared. It's good fun. I think I like horrible, spooky things. I find them interesting. Which has been your favourite weapon in any game? The shotgun from Fear. And the next question answers that. What's your favourite game genre? Isn't horror. RPGs, probably. I like a good RPG. Although, I love so many different genres. But RPG is probably the next one. If you were stuck in the most terrifying game you've LP'd, which would it be? The most terrifying one? It's got to be Silent Hill, really, hasn't it? Like Silent Hill 3 or Homecoming, because Homecoming's terrible because it's terrifying because it's terrible. 3 terrifying because it's bacon monsters and horrible split worm penises everywhere. What's the most bizarre dream? Being shot to death by snowmen. That's the most bizarre dream I can remember. It's very strange. Do you prefer melee or ranged? It depends on the game, quite frankly. What's your favourite pizza topping? Pepperoni. Pepperoni, basically. I just like pepperoni. Nice. Nom nom. Oh, right at the top. Cool. Will you be doing more of the older Silent Hill games? Possibly. Will I be opening the new Amnesia game? Yes. Have you played Legend Dragoon? Nope. And the Walking Dead game? Nope. And what do I think about them? No opinion. Never played them. Natural Selection 2 is a fantastic game to play on a live stream. Oh yeah, I suppose it would be. I'm very bad at it though. Do you consider Sonic 06 a horror game? That's how piss poor it is. Yeah, yes, I suppose I do. It is quite horrifying to play. So, co-op with LP. I've answered. If you have one special moment where the universe just dims down and you know that you're the only person in the world who ever sees this beautiful moment, would you share it with someone? Who? I'd have to think what that moment would be. You know, that's a difficult question. I'll have to come back to that. And last question from 2 hours ago. Congrats on the 40,000 subs. Been a fan since Metro. Thank you. And that's it. 45 minutes again. That's not bad, is it? Well, thank you for listening. I hope I answered all the questions as much as I could. I hope I probably skipped over a few by accident. I'm very sorry. But yeah, that's that. So that was exhausting. That was an hour and a half worth of questions. So I hope that covers everything. I'm gonna go rest now. Upload this. Edit this. Edit the other video I've done tonight. And yeah, then be ready for Pig Friday. Delicious Pig Friday. One last thing, again, if you want to ask me questions or further hints or whatever, or questions on the LPs, or just generally want to chat, Twitter's the way to do it, guys. Helloween4545 on Twitter. You can find me that way. Because I simply just won't have time to do the YouTube comments when I get home, mainly because I completely forget. But Twitter, I can see at all times from either my phone or when I'm at work, on my work PC. So, yeah, Twitter! Thanks. Last note, thank you very much, all of you, for subscribing and watching and remaining loyal to the videos. I really do appreciate it. Thank you ever so much. And here's hoping I see you all at 50,000, eh? Toodles.